Language can be a funny thing, and sometimes we get really nitpicky on things and wonder why. And I'll give you a good example of why it matters when it comes to the Bible. So, as you know, I've been reading through the Chronological Bible, which is the New Living Translation that I'm using, a different translation than I've ever read before. And it's interesting to hear things stated a little differently in this translation. So, the verse in question of the day comes from Romans chapter 5, verse 8, and it says in the NLT, "But God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners." On the surface, that might seem like, okay, but the action of God is what we got to pay attention to here and look at the tense of it. It says God showed. That's past tense. The thing is, in the Greek, in the original language, this is not past tense. It proves or demonstrates the active tense. It is now, it was then, it's forever. God is always pouring out his love. He's always proving his love again and again and again. And it's something we get to embrace as Christians and have confidence in, that it's not a once and done thing, that God's love is living and active. So as you consider translations, it's really important not just to read at the surface level, but to dig in a little deeper and try to understand what is truly being said in a passage. So I know I've spent a lot of time in Romans. I'm going to move on to other things as I've continued my journey in the chronological Bible, because I did slow way down. If you really want to go back in time about a year in my video cycle, you'll see I did a lot more on Romans, so feel free to engage there. Just don't want to be redundant. And of course, thank you for following along. Blessings on you today.